If you're Virtus.Pro Prodigy, you're going to try and keep GPK a lot higher this match.
Haven't seen Shadow Fiend in a while, so I also don't know exactly what to expect there.
Almost trust.
We have both of the builds as viable at the moment, I would say. Whoa, sorry, that was cool. Winner just like jumped out of there. That was wild.
By both builds, you mean like magical or physical?
Yeah, well, more so like Blink Yules or like a more even build. Like we've seen just like straight up glass cannon.
Yeah, I would call Blink Yules like the magic build, where you're looking to like one pop people with your ulti and stuff.
Yeah, or there's just like Drums BKB is probably viable when you're playing with a Drow, I would say.
No.
And how does that mid matchup go? Is it pretty even, or is that also Shadow Fiend favored?
No, that's TA. This is TA's life. It's a straight up counter pick for sure.
Could be worse. Oh,
it's like the only thing that Shadow Fiends usually ban, I would say.
Huh. Okay.
Again, not the only thing, but it's a very common ban, I would say, for some of the Shadow Fiend teams that we've seen lately. It's like Queen of Pain sometimes still, and then TA.
All right, well, pressure on Nisha.
No cogs plays, though, eh?
Yeah, I guess not. It is an opportunity cost for the Clockwork, because they do generally like to go battery assault first.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't know. Has that just been reason to be not worth it? Shadow Fiends. And also, does Shadow Fiend go Necromancer?
I was going to say he's going to want Raise.
He usually go Raise now, so yeah. I guess it's just dead.
I mean, I'm sure it's still fine in some matchups. It's probably worth it in some matchups to do it.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have mentioned it except for the fact that Peksu mentioned it last time I was casting with him. And as a pro player, I was like, all right, so you're still... It's like, I wouldn't want to lay in against the Shadow Fiend with 3 souls to start like that. I'm like, okay, that's fair. Me neither.
Yeah, it's just still a matchup dependent thing. I think it costs a lot to do it now, though, because you have to like stay in the fountain unless your Clockwork wants to wind up with no mana in the lane. And then there's a lot of pressure to get out early and scout lanes now because teams are just like way better at these rotation plays.
Yes, that is another big opportunity cost. I think that's a really good point. Well, odds has shifted. 1.8 for Virtus.Pro Prodigy and 1.85 for Team Secret. Sorry, Betway.
Wait, what? Are you saying it's worth more to bet on Secret? That can't be right.
Yes, it is by 0.05.
I refuse to believe that is true without looking at it.
Okay, well, those are the numbers that popped up. First blood onto DM. I didn't make the numbers. I'm just reporting the numbers. Well, because they got rocked by 2 Deathless Heroes in game 1. I don't know. The algorithms don't know what to do. They don't handle extremes very well, Trent.
Okay. All right. Well.
Value town.
I'm a rambling man, but I'm not a gambling man.
I see. Well, a nice early start for Secret. And they are going to set up these lanes with an aggro try. So it's Drow down bottom. No surprise to see Nisha mid. But then up top, it is a solo Zai right now on this Bloodseeker. And it's not necessarily easy for him. He does get off a Blood right, but Save is poking him hard.
Yeah, DM has done the long walk, so they have the edge in terms of the rotations with like TPs and everything. But yeah, the full force back there onto Lil as they've got the bully action happening. They tend to do this with the Ember too, is if they're going to play in the side lane, they give him this Radiant off lane, kind of the EG classic of a good secured farm as long as you can stop the pulls. Probably not what they were hoping for from a Secret right now.
So talk to me about this hard counter mid, buddy.
I mean,
his Shadow Fiend's doing pretty damn well.
What are you saying with the raises and everything?
No, I'm saying he's 13-3 against the 9-3 TA. He's winning.
Well, Timber's dead.
DM dies again. Sorry, distracted us.
I guess he's level 1 with Timber Chain. So yeah, there you go. That explains it. I mean, it's Shadow Fiend. Like, you think about where he has to play. Once the side blades start coming out, he's just like free food for all the pure damage. That's the main issue, right?
It ramps up. These early levels are where it's kind of even, but it'll start to shift more for TA.
Yeah, TA doesn't do anything early, right? She just stands there with refraction.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I think it's also just kind of like a tempo thing too, where like the Shadow Fiend isn't necessarily a hero that's going to be hunting you in the jungle or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point about that dynamic. Bottom lane, Lil almost dead. Now the turn onto Puppy. He's taking tower shots, gets stroked, barely lives, 50 HP. And DM does hit level 2 now, so at least has reactive armor, but you can see Matu laying in the frost arrows. Lil actually beats him to level 3.
What's Zai doing? 4 last hits. Not getting that blood right spam control that you like to see. Is geez, again, they're still back on them.
I mean, this tri lane is nasty. That's going to be 2 down. Lil and DM both dead. The Clockwork in the front line. The Venge with the stuns. Yapsor will die to the tower. But at the same token, though, doesn't Shadow Fiend kind of want to jungle? He sort of relies on farming neutrals with raises. So, yeah,
sure.
You're giving space to TA, but Shadow Fiend's equally happy that TA is doing the same thing. You know, she's not hunting the same way.
Oh, that was scary. He was trying to hide there to make sure that SF didn't get that room, and then it spawned top anyway.
Yeah,
I just think the TA is like, it's more important for that hero to be free, you know, and like make sure no one's like invading her stacks and like getting her ancients and everything.
I'm really excited to see what build Nisha ends up going for.
I love watching the Blink Yules, but I kind of feel like that's not going to be at this game. It doesn't seem necessary, really. Like with the hook shot and with the drow.
I would agree from a purely spectator perspective. Big fan. Oh, GPK takes a double raise mid. Third one hit by the refraction.
That's the other thing too, is that SF has to go for these like burst kills. So it makes sense why this is kind of a good matchup for the TA. Although Nisha stays aggro on this. Yeah, again a little bit close there. I see still at the last refraction.
Zai still with 8 CS though. He is playing support Bloodseeker right now.
Radiant
hasn't died yet, so I guess that's a victory. He is.
I mean, the Timber only has 5, so I mean, although DM has at least been so present that he still has more gold than Zai, and probably more XP. I don't know, it's about even. It's actually like half a level up for Zai.
And it's not a big difference between the farmers either. I mean, Matu is #1, but it's only by 150, 200 gold.
Look at this though. GBK hits 6, and they just instantly bring Yapstorm in. He spots him with the trap and the tree line.
A good call.
But that allowed Nisha to just get like a little bit more gold and XP here before the traps become a real threat.
So, Trent, I think I can explain the 1.8s for you. That's the series odds, the like live odds that roll, not game 2 odds.
I mean, still though.
So I'm just saying it's like,
yeah, you know, no, I hear you on that.
The roller coaster of the best of 3, not individual map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's still wild though. That's the best odds you're gonna see on Secret in a hot minute.
Look at this level 2 Wind Ranger still rotates in.
And Nisha likely to fall. They need a bit more damage. Can they find it? Save, presses forward, and they do get the kill. Haste Rune to make the escape. And that'll be it. Just a kill on the Shadow Fiend.
They're bringing Epileptic in.
Secret.
He's got 2 remnants.
Oh.
They want this catapult wave kill. They want the tower.
This is a smart play. They don't have enough resources to tank it. Yeah. Well, that's the great thing about Ember. You can make that play, and then you just jump to your Remnant back up top, and very little downtime. Not a big opportunity cost there.
I like that a lot. Try and create something with your catapult, as well as just like straight up pressure Nisha out of there. He actually came down bottom. What is he up to now? Trying to make something happen with Yapsor? Maybe hoping that they would catch the Timber like jungling or something? And he's just gonna go the small camp and get his souls back.
Okay. And moving into treads.
If this works though, and they help him get a kill in the DM, this is kind of all right.
All right, this could be big.
I think they're gonna get this.
Battery Assault very effective against Timbersaw, as you can see, and Matsu takes credit.
Stall it.
Well done.
All right, just the jungling SF. That's cool. And it's Puppy who gets mid. So he'll have a very early 6. He's already 5 1/4 at 8 minutes. And they start diving onto Zai.
Yep, only level 5 on this Bloodseeker.
I don't think they can kill him.
Might make it out. The slight misses, and Shackle only level 1.
Look at Zai.
Zai is so good at this, though. He's a great min-maxer, and this ended up being an amazing bait play. They don't get off the blood right. Save will head up to the high ground, and the Delta split might prevent either from going down. Yeah, they'll both live.
Yeah, the pings came out a bit too late. I think he was trying to say that Nisha might be there, but he actually went up instead. So
that was like the most Zai play I've ever seen, though.
Yeah, the instant just like backpedaling and go, oh, hello? Yeah, you still want to keep chasing me?
As soon as they run, you go to fight, and as soon as they chase, you go to run. You just keep playing that game one step ahead. It's like when you bump into somebody and you both go left and you both go right, and then you do it another time, and you're like, wait, what just...
The life of Zai.
The life of Zai.
Matu is getting spotted by those obs here as he retreats into the triangle. So,
the home of every drought player.
Yes, and gets the stack too. Nice,
beautiful. Not as busted as this used to be, but still very fast. And even gets a broom handle. That's a nice addition. Don't get the attack range, sadly, but.
I love new Drow compared to the old versions with like the multi-shot and everything. She feels way more interactive compared to like the precision aura stuff.
Yeah.
And activate your precision aura on the catapult wave. Wow, guys, I'm gonna get the global push going.
Yeah, if you did not spam some games when Drow's ult was one-shotting Ancients, though.
Oh yeah, that was a good feel. The like, instant blink by.
Yeah, you just screwed up. Like those were some peak carry Dota days. Well, see you guys later. I'm gonna go hit the triangle.
The only thing I ever really abused was that patch where Shadow Shaman could solo Roche with the ward trap. I did like 15 games straight of doing that, and I think I won like all of them. It was so stupid.
Puppy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Be okay. Both teams starting to reinforce, but neither I think really eager for a fight.
That's tome time though, so soon things will be popping off here for Yapsor. Have we had a rupture yet?
I don't think so.
I think, yeah, I'm not sure.
He hasn't been 6 for that long, so.
Under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The catapult is approaching top.
Though.
That's going
Look how weird this is. Like, both teams have 2 heroes farming very well, and everyone else is struggling.
Well, it's also, that's like the Team Secret Classic in terms of like spreading a lot of that wealth, especially the Puppy Puck patch. That was the one where I've never seen a team who farmed so evenly.
Yeah, but this is particularly top-heavy for both teams.
Well, what happened too is that they rotated Nisha so early out of that mid, down to that like bottom jungling thing, and gave the mid over to Puppy. Like Puppy's still poor, but at least his levels are fairly high, right? He's like level 7 without the tome.
First rupture just went out, and not so effective. Turns out Ember can remnant away. And if the distance is long enough, Trent, he doesn't take any damage.
Wowzers.
And they use that opportunity with the rupture down to finish off the tier 1 tower mid. Big moves here from Virtus Pro Prodigy. I heard a hook shot. There it is. Save going to be caught by Yapsor. And not going to live.
But he's a master tier win ranger. I assumed he would just survive.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Battery Assault has the one up there, unfortunately.
He must have been pretty pleased about that Arcana, I would think. He was so thankful he leveled his battle pass up to 1790. Wow, GBK's at 2400. What do you even get at that point?
More treasures or something. That's like if you won all the ultra rares.
He's just very confident in his chances at TI.
Pandering.
It's an investment.
Well, look at my battle pass. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I meant for the prize money, but yeah, he's probably just pandering for good seating. As Epileptic Kid is to Remnant out, but oh man, that was close.
Oh, Remnants are so good, and he's actually gonna live. He had a haste rune that whole time, then got ruptured, and still made it out. All right, we're 0 for 2 on the ruptures here.
Yeah, but he did get caught holding the hot pepper, so. Oh, well, it wasn't all victories around here.
His mouth is on fire. Now Nisha mid lane TP home.
Man, it's a hell of a TP game, that is for sure. Between the ruptures, the Ember initiations, the Timber Saw, the TA, who's stunning people?
You got Searing Chains and you got Magic Missile. That's a
yeah.
And I guess you got Shackle and sort of Inkswell.
I mean, we have swaps. We have like some spells, but I guess it's just like the real ganking heroes. It's you got to be careful about what you're spending. All right, Yapsor's dead though. What?
Nope.
Oh,
dude, he saw him chains. Yeah, he chained the creeps. Yapsor's like, all right, I'm good.
I just panned up there. I didn't even see it.
Oh, another TP.
They even had that ward too. They probably saw him, I assume, hide in there. That's why he went in.
Fortified.
Save goes for the Shackle mid. Can't quite get it. Off the creeps.
So what's Nisha looking at? Manta style. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, it's just like standard items with the Drow. I think you just want to stand tall and right click as they. That's the double silent hook shot.
Bump into 2. They get Epileptic Kid. They get Lil. Easy setup and a double for Matu. Big stuff.
Yeah, he's really snagging these kills. Nisha still no kills to his name. Puppy's got Nisha's 0-1-1. Puppy's 1-0-5. Pick it up, Nisha. Obviously,
even Puppy's got a kill.
Even Puppy. This man died 15 times last game.
He'd still have 1 kill. 1-0-5. So still a small lead for Virtus.pro Prodigy. Now down to about 200 net worth, and Secret with the XP lead to about 2,000.
Yeah, GBK's made like 0 effort to be involved. He is just straight up rushing the Deso Blink as fast as he can. And to his credit, they're going to be done at 15 minutes, and probably just heading into 16. He'll be ready to either head to the Roche Pit, a little bit risky versus a clock, of course, depending on the current status of the enemy team, but certainly willing to try and fight it up a little bit.
Roche definitely going to be on the menu for Virtus.pro Prodigy, and that'll be their moment to really start getting a lot of momentum. They've already got 2 tier 1 towers, so it's a good start.
I mean, the problem is it's also there for Secret, right? I mean, they have Shadow Fiend on their team. They have a Drow. They have lots of right-click damage to get in there.
Never refuse good to give out.
That's true.
It's also hard for GVK to necessarily go like super hard with just Deso and Blink. He doesn't have the best coverage heroes this game. You know, you think of like an Abba or like an Oracle or a Venge or something to like bail you out if it gets a little bit hairy. He can't just like jump in in total abandon. Like Miracle gets set up so well in his games, right? He's got like 4 heroes to allow him to go nuts on the PA or the TA.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bottom lane. What even
is his save? Like a Shackle?
Uh-oh, DM. And this is where, like, yeah, you've got reactive armor against Drow. She also hits pretty hard.
She silences you for 4 seconds, and you don't have a dispel yet, so...
Yeah. And he's actually going to go Blade Mail first item. Not going to be able to go for the dispel, but kind of a cool move from Virtus.pro Prodigy, thinking about going into the Roche Pit. Does get scattered out by the Rocket Flare, but the TA is invisible, so they might wait for the Flare to expire and then go for this. Yeah, there it is. Sneaky from GPK.
Starts it with the double meld too.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Into the triple minus 24 armor.
Now, can he get away with this though? This feels risky. Epileptic Kid.
He had the slight dodge on the silence from the tree line there from Matu. That was scary. Nicely done, but that doesn't give them Roche. Now Roche is also running out. They might notice him. I don't think they had vision on him running around in there. Indeed, they didn't. So they might not know this is started. I didn't see if it was flared. It might have been.
I'm not sure.
I mean, he just had an invis rune run from full to 0, so I'm going to guess he didn't flare.
Secret all grouped up, posturing like they want to kill mid. Save, not that high value target. They're looking for double Force Staffs, actually. Both Wind Ranger and Grimstroke, prioritizing the Force.
That's
not
good.
an item
that is the
you
save
normally want against
GBK.
Bloodseeker, but yeah, dumb good against everyone else.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Saves for the silence as well.
I think DM's item choice is really hard this game. I don't know, like the Blade Mail is like kind of okay, but he can't go Yules because like there's Bloodright and Cogs and even Shadow Fiends. Like it just doesn't really save you from anything, even if you dispel the silence. Then the other item is Lotus, but it's so expensive that it's going to be a while before you get there because your TA is a vacuum absorbing all the farm on the map. So he has to go for this like middle of the road item in the Blade Mail because it's like half the cost of a Lotus.
What about Greaves? Is that too passive to go Greaves first? Because he already has the Arcane Boots. Like,
Yeah, maybe it is just a bit too passive. I could see it perhaps being viable. So they do start the fight at the Roche. Save's just dead.
So is Lil. Hey, they bring him down so fast. Paper thin.
I mean, the multi-shot just did like 800 damage to Grimstroke in that tiny burst.
They're going to buy back. They want to hold this, but now DM, he takes the Rupture, and he's trying to inch his way forward, but still taking a lot of damage. Gets up to the high ground, but still dead to the Drow right clicks.
Feels like they still just need GBK, and he's not confident yet without the BKB.
Well, now Roche going to be stolen by Secret, it looks like. VP.P trying to move in. Roche now at 900 HP. Secret come out of the pit. They want to take the fight. They'll bring down Epileptic Kid. Shackle doesn't latch.
That Blood Right was so good. The way Zai placed it right there, it just forced them into a terrible situation where they felt like they still wanted to fight and contest and pull them out of the Roche pit. And so they all like went down into the river, but then Emperor just died.
Middle tower is under attack.
He had remnants and stuff, and he just got battery salted and silenced and couldn't get out.
Things starting to look grim for Virtus.Pro Prodigy. Only 2 kills in 19 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower
Tier 1 down. Nisha working on BKB, and Drow going to go for Hurricane Pike.
I would say in this like draft versus draft, the first Roche lineup, that's got to give you like an extra 30 or 25% edge in just winning this game straight up. Like it's so crucial for both of these strategies to take that.
Middle tower
Yeah, definitely. Bottom, yep, so we're going to jump into DM.
Top tower is
He actually gets cogged out of the Blood Right, but now Hookshot to follow up another Rupture. DM going to TP. Oh, he's not. Yule's Blood Right off the mark again.
I mean, they can't finish him without one of the right clickers, so at least they have that. Bonter's actually in the pit still, holding this Aegis as they start moving over there.
Now, what a sneaky play. Multi-shot hits GPK. TA takes it out. Defensive blink. And now Secret can just play so much more offensive. Spend some time on the enemy side of the map. Zai by himself over here. He's trying to bait him in. He's got the Yules.
Yeah,
there's the swap from Puppy. And he will play Sacrificial Lamb most likely. Lil falls. He takes the ult from Save.
So he lived
40 HP. He's still alive.
He's Tranquil Mech. He just runs in, swaps someone, gives the vision for everyone else to follow.
He's got a goofy amount of armor right now.
Wow. Yeah, it really does. Whenever he's near Matu.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that is definitely a problem with the TA, for sure. Like, that's... Like, there's definitely a lot of benefits for the hero in this game, but the fact that if you're ever near the Drow and it's not canceled or something, you can't even kill the supports.
Epileptic Kid looking to cut a wave up top. Making as much space as he can. But now 15 to do at 2 at 21 minutes.
That is so free.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
All right, how close are we, though? 2450, so it's just like 700 gold away from the BKB still.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's coming, but it's costly.
Oh, he went for Presence of the Dark Lord. Affects buildings.
Ooh, the GG.
Actually don't see this talent that often, but this is the timing to hit this high ground. And you can see Matsu, Hurricane Pike sitting very far back thanks to that Venge Aura.
Dire's top tower is under
also maxed out, and this is just a hard hold to make for Virtus.Pro Prodigy. They try to clear out the creep waves.
They're actually damaging through back door at 21 minutes.
I mean, they've even got the Afterburns. They got the Dragon Scale for extra right-click damage. It's at least up top, GPK puts a little bit of pressure on. He gets that creep wave in.
And there it is. That's the BKB, but they can't get the retreating Shackle there from Save. So one lane of Rax was given up here to get the BKB. They have 2 kills in this whole match. And they need to find this post-Aegis fight with the BKB, and they need a hell of an engagement. They need like a 4 for 2 or like some sort of a big wipe or something.
Yep. This game is in dire straits, and there's that BKB for Shadow Fiend. Second item completed now after the Manta, and Drow actually queues up Butterfly.
Build the Agi. you go a little bit greedy, just because how much they've gotten already with his Aegis. Also just super good versus TA,
I'm not sure what Virtus.Pro Prodigy are doing right now, but Secret are not backing up. They are committed to the push. And now Prodigy starts to TP home. They didn't get anything in exchange for that tier 2.
They thought that they would be moving back to retreat and like get all their items. But instead, they just try and force one more fight with this Aegis.
And they've still got 30 seconds left until it expires. Matu not afraid to die, just needs to make sure it's in a good position.
Jeez, that was a defensive link by GBK. That is not going to be the fight they need.
Puppy stunned up. He's going to be in trouble. And now Matu down low. Aegis expiring in about 15 now. Force staff back. Manta just barely lives.
Yeah, they want to chase this because it's closing out.
They know it's close. 10 seconds. Remember, it will turn into a regen. Another great blood right. Beautiful hook shot from Clockwork. They'll bring down Epileptic Kid. There's the BKB used by TA.
Oh no, he power shot it.
With 2 seconds left, the Aegis goes down, and Matu comes back at full HP. That was an unfortunate play. Yeah.
I mean, he would have just got earned back up anyway, because no one else was back out there.
It's true, but still.
Yeah, your YOLO at least power shot after. Not possible.
Yep. Another silence comes out. Matu still feeling pretty confident here, chipping away at these barracks.
That blood right that caught the TA and the Ember just ruined any potential there for a second go.
Zai just so good. 16-3. Secret handily in control.
No!
Great use of the Aegis.
Yeah, that was a crazy first Roche. That's actually hard to believe that was a first Aegis. To get an entire lane and a tier 3. And the world's most classic smoke out. Yeah, this is a surprising play from Secret. I guess
they'll bump right into Puppy and Yapzor, and they'll get a duo of kills, it looks like. Now starting to chase down Zai. Hook shot out, actually kept the Clockwork alive. If Zai could live, this would be big, but they've got enough stun lock. I think he's dead, and yes, sir.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Good catch from Virtus.Pro Prodigy.
Yeah, I would have to watch that again. I'm not sure what they were hoping for. I guess they maybe were thinking they might be sending like one hero bottom and the rest going top or something, and they were hoping for a pick-off, but that was one of those classic situations where like everyone always smokes out after that. Like they know they need something desperate. The BKBs are coming back. They're going to try that fight. Of course, we also have like, you know, omniscient vision, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Most definitely. This butterfly is going to be really scary on the Drow. It's right around the corner. TA knows that she needs the MKB, and that will be the next choice, but less than halfway there.
Another lovely Timber King. This one was real rough, though, because he didn't even get like that mid-matchup you hope for. They hop on Epileptic Kid, but he will be able to run it out of there in time.
He makes it back, and now this tier 1 likely to fall. Use the free glyph.
Structures are fortified.
No clumsy net for them this game, unfortunately. It's, look, I've seen a lot of that one lately. Always feels bad for the squishy guys who get put up against it.
Dire are scanning.
Well, movement forward. Secret still ready to fight. One outer tower remains. 2 sets of barracks. We'll see that Roche timer momentarily. Could be a nice early Roche favoring Secret.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter, honestly. With the butterfly already done, yeah, they are completely fine with any timing.
She hits real hard.
Although, true, if it goes a little bit later, maybe the MKB can be there, but it would take a hell of a farming effort from GPK. This might be their best chance at something, as it is a medium Roche timer, about 1:20, so just a minute left now. Okay. But a 10-second PKB still remains on Nisha as he stands tall, knowing that he's got the backup of the double swap from Puppy. Venge Shadow Fiend, just such a crazy good combo still.
The swap save. Puppy jumps in, destroys save, and now DM, he's going to be in trouble. A great ult from the Shadow Fiend, catches 2. Now they're going to look towards Epileptic Kid. Remnant back, and he's got 1, but maybe a little more. Shadow Fiend with the right clicks, not enough. Force staff with the save.
At bonus 68 Agi, he is just swinging.
Yep. That's a buyback on save, so they still have a 5v5. The tower barely stays standing. Backdoor protection kicked in just in time.
Man, Zai's going to have a halberd pretty soon, too. Which will make these plays from GPK even harder to try and come to fruition. He's BKB to retreat. There's still a swap here.
That was the 9-second charge. Hook shot in. It's not over yet. YapzOr taking big damage, but now on the retreat. Epileptic Kid jumps in, does secure the kill. Soulbind comes out, but doesn't latch onto anything, and they'll let Puppey fall.
That was a great play by Epileptic Kid in the backline there. Wow, is he actually going to get over yet?
They get saved. Zai, pretty fast right now. He's going to look to chase down Epileptic Kid. Going to need a few more. Nisha also still alive. DM has the blade mail, but they'll kill him straight through it. Now the TA, no BKB. She's in big trouble and done. That's the dangerous part about the Bloodseeker, Trent. Right when you think you've won the fight, you remember, oh yeah, we're all on 20% HP.
True. Game is hard. Says GPK. Man, they're still sticking out with just their cores hanging around as YapzOr is to make a long run. That was, man. Like, the hook shot in from YapzOr, I think, was trying to set up for a swap play from Puppey because he was, like, trying to inch forward, but then Epileptic Kid jumped in the back line, got the bolas off to stop that swap in, so then they get the double kill on the supports, and you're like, oh, snap, maybe they can actually turn this. But then there's just still way too much left for Matsu and Nisha with the side to just kind of, like, back them up the whole time. Now, having that halberd, if GPK wants to try and fight them when he comes back.
Well, Broach gonna die in the blink of an eye. And she's cured. It'll be Matsu that takes the second life. And Crimson Guard very close for Puppey. This Venge, super tanky.
I feel like Puppey just has like a little wheel next to his desk, and he just like spins it to decide what item he feels like buying every game. Like, they're all good choices, but this guy will just pick like any aura on any hero, and he's just like, yeah, this looks good. No, I'll buy hard on CM, sure. That seems strong this game.
Yeah.
But Crimson Guard mech is, it's perfect for what they need because they don't have an aura offlaner, right? They have this Bloodseeker who has these certain requirements, especially the Yules first. So they're just like, with all the farm that he got this game, Puppey just gets super valuable
if you showed
stuff.
me this in a vacuum, my first thought would be Tranquil Boots mech. How the fuck do you have enough mana to sustain that? But it hasn't really been an issue. He saves his mana to drop the big rotation. They've got the Arcane Boots on the Clockwork, which has also been key.
It's true. She is not that bright. Like 1.5 in game.
Yeah. And you don't see the Arcane Boots on Clockwork all that much, so it is part of the strategy, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Radiant's bottom.
Really just for everyone, too.
Yeah, you need a set.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
And Mega is looking pretty imminent here. There is still a set of barracks up top. Really just a melee barracks. The ranged is at 18 HP.
Hey, something as simple as those Arcane Boots and that urn, though, it shows why they were able to make that play on the first Aegis, where they took the mid and then instantly rotated bottom. All the sustain they have.
All right, Brimstroke ult comes out. The Soulbind, some follow-up. Matsu dying quickly, as is Puppey. That's the Aegis. They also get Megas. Yeah, pretty good. And now Matsu coming back up. Stuck in place on top of 3. Manta style, trying to make it out. Matsu tanking 3 heroes in the back line. GPK with the BKB, the disarm, the Drow running out of options, but this Shadow Fiend now running amok. Vertispo Prodigy doing everything they can, but the Drow still standing. Epileptic Kid getting brought down by Zai. And DM, he's on the greatest chase of his life, but he gets silenced by Matsu. The turnaround is here. He's low on mana. He's got the disarm. Matsu eats the cheese, and the Timbersaw falls. Zai on the other
just
side.
Give that to him.
Also goes down.
Thanks, Nisha. How helpful.
GG. That's it. Go to game 2, baby.
That was
22. Or sorry, game 3. Jeez, 22-9. Secret. Square it up. And we're going to the decider.